Hello, beautiful Aquarius, and welcome to your message. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and prophetess. If you're new here, welcome to the Soul Familia. Welcome to the tribe. If you're new here, or if you're returning, not if you're new here, if you're returning, welcome back, my loves. So nice to meet you guys. Happy October, happy equinox, happy eclipses, happy almost 10/10 portal. It is happening, you guys. I'm so excited for this month. We have a lot of movement. Fast forward movement, accelerated energy, but also a lot of blessed moments, epiphany moments, clarity moments. And you could be feeling like a lot of density right now because there's a lot of density coming to the surface and you know, and leaving the body or the 3D and things like that, right? Okay. So because what I'm receiving is that you guys you've been in a cycle of releasing difficulty, to release difficulty and to basically be open and have your heart open and your arms open to receiving harmony, to claiming more harmony in your life as opposed to, you know, chaos and things like that. So it's like you're, I don't know, I'm kind of getting hit, you know, grabbing the bull by the horns, that kind of thing, taking charge. I'm also getting magic moments, I'm hearing that song, this magic moment, right? Okay, so I'm starting off with some Halloween Oracle. I can't remember if that's the actual name of the deck or not, but 'tis the season, you guys, Halloween season, Libra season, Scorpio season, October, it's that vibe, right? Speaking of which, coming up on the 12th, this Saturday, we are doing our 12th Quantum Healing and Activation Workshop. And it's in honor in light of the 10/10 portal, okay, which is a very powerful portal this year. I said that it would be also the 11/11 portal, but 10/10 portal is boom, okay? So we're doing the Quantum Healing Activation Workshop, and this one is all centered around the dark feminine, the dark masculine, the shadow side, the shadow aspects, the blockages, the subconscious, the wounding, the trauma, the fear, the chaos, right? The goddess energies that are going to be channeling through me and for this workshop is Goddess Hecate, Goddess Freya, and Goddess Lilith, okay? So this is going to be very high priestess, high priest, very witchy, very shamanic, very healer, but very witchy. So you think Halloween, witchy, you know, pumpkins and black cats. We are going to be astral traveling to Stonehenge, and then we will be astral traveling to another sacred site that remains a secret until the day or until we are in the workshop and connecting. So anyways, if you're interested in that, tickets are only $44 USD, you guys. Like I said, this is the 12th one, and it's so powerful. These are so powerful, and this one's going to be off the chain, right? So if you're feeling you know, you need some assistance or some help in the shadow department or shadow work, or I want to heal this, or I want to release this, and you know, it's also going to be very activating and connecting you to your soul gifts more and your soul path specifically and soul mission. So anyways, more details on that is in the description box. It's also where you will find information on how to work with me, connect with my gifts one-on-one. I offer several different types of readings, general readings, passive Akashic record readings. I do intuitive healing sessions, quantum healing sessions. I do a 1-hour channeling with Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene. So there's a lot there, okay? So anyways, all right. Shop talk is done, and let's go. For Aquarius, here we go. Got a good shuffle in. The zombie control. Okay. It's funny because, and look, bottom of the deck is the underworld. Okay. So Aquarius, it's this is exactly what, it's exactly what I just got done channeling about, you know, moving through difficulty, releasing control. Where are you still trying to control or micromanage the universe or your life or your journey? And what I mean by that is you know, staying in old patterns, old behaviors, old ways, when it's that's not aligned with your higher self. That's not in alignment with your soul path. That's not in alignment with right? Some of you guys could be watching like horror films, zombie stuff, you know, just last night my mom was telling me about this show, and then she was like bringing up like that show, The Walking Dead. So it's just, I don't know, the zombies, or, you know, but the zombie is like, you know, what is a zombie? It's someone who's dead, right? Like they're just, right, alive through some kind of like, for some reason, you know, whatever the scenario is, right? But you could also be feeling like that, like you've been like a zombie just kind of walking through life recently, like where you're there, but you're not fully like there or present. Okay. I'm also just getting like a lot of like scenarios, maybe relationships, people where you're like, I'm kind of getting like they're dead to me, meaning like that is over. I've moved on. Maybe you've recently gone through something where you've had to disconnect or cut a cord or go through like an ending or a breakup or something like that. Okay, but it's like control. And then the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Yeah, exactly. So skulls could be significant. You could be like, you know, being drawn to like crystal skulls, or maybe you're just someone who resonates with the skull energy. And then pomegranates, you know, pomegranate is, it's like a fruit of like the gods. It's a fruit of like the goddesses, you know. It's giving me, right, like Aphrodite, Venus vibes, like Aphrodite, like this is one of the fruits that you would put on an altar space to honor Aphrodite, or the Aphrodite Venus kind of like energy. So that could be a call to like maybe bring in more like fruit of your labor, abundant energy, an altar, an abundance altar, or a fall equinox or equinox, right? Altar, spring equinox, whatever, wherever you're at. You could be craving pomegranates, or just fruits in general, or being called to like higher vibrational fruits. Now the pomegranate is like a fall, wintry kind of fruit. Like its harvest time is in like, it's like already like cold out when you can like harvest the pomegranate fruit, right? So it feels like that for a lot of you guys. The weather, right, is cooling off, fall weather, equinox if you're in the northern hemisphere. So it's like as like the weather like cools off, or we move into like the cooler months of like fall, winter, you start seeing more of the fruits of your labor. But you've been swimming through the underworld. Pluto, Scorpio energy here. You've been moving through the underworld, and you've been being kind of forced by the universe to release control. And that can feel very chaotic. That can feel very uncomfortable. That can feel very like, you know, where all things pause and begin again. I feel like for some of you guys, this is connected to a soulmate. I feel like there's been a pause, a delay, blockages, but it's been a pause, like the universe hit the pause button for things to catch up, or for someone to catch up, or for things to heal, to rise in frequency. And then it like hits start. Okay, so it's like right now, it's like the universe is letting you know that the start button is being hit. I just saw 811. That could be a number that you're seeing, or like August 11th could be a special date. I don't know, you know. It will be for someone out there, a birthday, or I don't know. This could also be connected to a soulmate who also had to move through cycles of death and rebirth, or death, move through the underworld to also release control, to be born anew, kind of. It's like rising from the dead, right? Like resurrection time, per se, okay? I am getting something about necromancy. I don't know. That could be a soul gift, like, you know, something that you've worked with or known before. You could be a shaman where you've done soul retrieval work. You know, you travel to the underworld or to other dimensions or timelines, and you retrieve lost, or, you know, like lost or stuck aspects of the soul to bring the soul back whole again. That could be a part of your spiritual work here. Okay, so, all right, so where do we want to go next, you guys? All right. I'm hearing like bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Feels like what you ask for starts, okay, so like it's like bada bing, bada boom. Like things start like just clicking, aligning, happening fast. But I do get a little bit of turbulent energy for you guys, maybe through October. So it's like as the fruits of your labor are coming in, where you can enjoy, you can open the fruit. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor as you're planting new seeds and enjoying the fruits of your labor. You could be feeling a little bit of turbulent energy. I'm also getting people around you trying to control you. Okay, I'm also getting like, for you guys, don't try to control the outcome. Whatever that is, I don't know. It's like surrendering control to any outcome. So if it's like, oh, I want to call in divine union, you know, I'm ready to date, I'm ready to get back out there. Okay, then that's your intention. You spoke it, you've said it, you've thought it. Now let the universe do the rest while you just keep moving through the motion of self-love, you know, healing, whatever you got to do, right? Planting the fruits of your labor, or the seeds to your fruits, your harvest. But don't sit and be like, you know, obsessing over someone, or like, this is the only person I want, or, you know, when is it happening? Why hasn't it showed up? Like, you know, right? That's all like energetic resistance. Like that'll create, like that'll put like a delay, a pause, or delay it, or, you know, like it'll get farther away from you instead of closer to you, kind of a thing. Okay. So I think I'm going to do a few of the Island Time Wellness. I haven't used this in a long time in a reading. And I don't know. You guys know me. Like I'm always called to like whoever I'm channeling for, whether that's with a client or collective. I always go to where I'm pulled. So let's get one more shuffle. All right, so if this is resonating with you guys, there could be something significant about graveyards. Like you might find like peace inside of it. I've always been very drawn to graveyards. Like I love them. I love going to graveyards, especially when there's old grave sites. Where I used to live up in the mountains, literally like a 5-minute walk from my house, we had, because it's up in gold country in the Sierras here in California, there was a lot of history there, like on our property and just like in the general like little mountain town that we lived in or whatever. But there was an old cemetery where the gravestones literally look like this. Like they were so old, they were crumbling from like the early 1800s to like even people modern day that still live up there and their families. You see like generational plots and like people that were like around in like 1860 and like now it's like their great whatever, you know what I mean? So it was really cool, but you could feel the energy, and it was very peaceful and harmonizing, but also very somber, very sad. There was a lot of sadness there that you could feel lingering. And I felt that ever since I was a little girl, because my grandparents, they've lived up in that mountain town for a very long time. So I've been visiting that graveyard since I was little, and I've always loved it. And I always feel at peace. It would be like, I would go there to think, to meditate, you know, just connect. So there could be something about that for you guys. Like maybe there's a cemetery that you love to walk through, or a memory, or maybe there's a loved one, you know, that you go visit frequently at a cemetery or a family plot. Because it's giving me like visiting the dead. You know what I mean? And we are moving closer to Halloween, right? Like it's that time, you know, for the spiritual realm. It's like, right, remember, like Day of the Dead. I'm like, remember Day of the Dead, you know, Dios de los Muertos. That could be a Halloween costume, maybe, you know, that you're thinking of this year. Okay, so anyways, let's keep going. I'm just channeling. For a lot of you guys, it's like the tables are turning, the wheel of destiny is turning by the next full moon. So we just had the new moon solar eclipse. So now the moon will be waxing back to a full moon, right? So I don't know when the next full moon is exactly. Look at randomly on the bottom of the deck is the axe. A breakup, a separation, stopping the pattern. And that's what I was saying. It's like releasing control. Swimming through the underworld, through your own darkness, your deeper, darker parts that you've been avoiding or not wanting to go and visit because it's you know, it's not fun, right? That's why it's shadow work, right? But it's necessary, and it's just an equal part of us as the light part of us or the love part of us. You know what I mean? So But I said for some of you guys that there's been cord cutting or disconnecting or breakups or whatever. And then the very first card is stopping the pattern of breakup, separation, silent treatment, and abandonment. So there's a lot of like abandonment wounds being healed, but also those of you guys that still need to do healing work around specific abandonment wounds, you could be being triggered by outside energies or sources that are triggering these wounds to be healed, okay? So, you know, I mean, it could even be like a past breakup from 15 years ago that is still there on some level. And so it could trigger, you know. And like I said, and then look at the coffin. See, look at, we have all this death, Scorpio, Plutonian energy here. There's something about ending of the old ways, closing out the old chapters, the old cycles, death to the old, so that the new could be reborn. Phoenix rising energy. Endings that bring new beginnings. It's cyclical, right? Never ending. One door closes, 10 more open. Growth, change, liberation. So there's a very liberating energy with you guys right now, Aquarius. Okay? Feels like people around you could look at you like, oh, you're being selfish, or oh, that's arrogant, or oh, you're self-serving. And it's like, no, I'm just doing... Those are people that don't have healthy boundaries with themselves and others that are saying this to you, if this is you. When really you're just like self-loving. You're like choosing growth and change, and you're liberating yourself from your shackles, your chains, your old ways, your old paradigms, your old, you know, matrix systems, whatever you want to call it. Transition. You've been going through a massive, this is like a huge transformative part of your life right now. Again, this could be a soulmate too, because I'm feeling it very strongly. You guys have a soulmate, whether you know this person or not. There's someone in your like energy that is like moving towards you or something, or it's like it's inching closer is what I'm getting here. It's inching closer. Each hour that passes, it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. The cassette tape. Outdated thinking. Again, it's end to outdated thinking, old thinking, like the ways you think about things or see things. Conditioning. Putting an end to the conditioning, the generational patterning. Societal conditioning, you know what I mean? Replaying events over and over in your head. So again, this could be things pertaining to the past, an old breakup, a separation, you know, moments where you have felt abandonment or betrayal or pain. You know, you could be rethinking these things, okay? But I also feel very strongly, like I said, Aquarius, that this is someone who's a soul connection, who's like in this energy here. The snake, competition and enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay. Feels like just in general that you guys have some snaky, like, we're seeing that a lot right now. Like, we're seeing the true colors of people. We're seeing the snakes in the grass. We're seeing the wishy-washiness. We're seeing through the rose-colored glasses, the illusions. So someone who you may have felt was like close to you, a good friend or anything, you know, a lover. It's like you're seeing through the facade or the illusion, through the smoke and mirrors, and you're going, that person's a snake. Like, why haven't I cut them out of my life? This could also be something that you've just, you know, you've gone through over the last like 6 months or so. I think there's people projecting on you because it's like they're in competition, like with you, you know what I mean? But it's almost like, it's like one-sided competition, because it's like they see you like growing, liberating, changing, you know, transitioning, alchemizing. It's like people are like, how do you keep getting up and like going? Like, what are you doing? What is your secret sauce? Like, what is the secret here? It's like you're a mystery, like how you've done what you've done, how you've become who you've become. Because a lot of the people around you witnessing or whatever that have known you, they're stuck in loops. You know, they're stuck in the loop ski, and you're breaking the loop ski. There could also be someone who's envious because someone is very much into you. or someone comes into your life that is very much about you. They like you. They love you. Look at that. And then maybe some of the people around you who are very, you know, lacking self-love, and they don't understand like self-love and growth. They could project like their own like insecurities and unhappiness and things onto you, because they see you falling in love. They see you happy and receiving all the things that, like, you know, they wish that they were receiving, or they wish they had. Now, this is not a moment to go, good, I'm glad, and this and that, right? Like, we don't gloat about that kind of stuff here, right? Like, we don't do that. If you're like really high vibrational energy, like, you don't do that. You have compassion for everyone. You know, you see things from a higher level, a higher perspective. It's like, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do, you know, that verse in the Bible or whatever. It's like that, you know, but I do feel that. So don't let other people rain on your parade, you know, don't let people pop your balloon like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them rain on, don't let their like negative Nelly energy, you know, like muck up your beautiful, you know, transformation and liberation and growth. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and want to date. This is what you're moving into. I'm telling you, you guys. Like with that, remember I said Aphrodite and Venus with the pomegranate? That's like love. That's like love and romance and sensuality and beauty and, you know, all these things, right? There's someone coming in. I'm hearing a confession. So this could be someone coming in, Aquarius, that is finally confessing how much they do like you or how much they are in love with you. The wedding rings. It's someone who wants to get to know you, someone who wants to date you. Romance is blooming in your life, Aquarius. And then we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. There's deep attraction here. This is true love. This is true love vibes here. So again, you may or may not know this person yet. You're about to meet this person. And for some, someone is about to come into or re-enter your life. And okay, for a good number of you guys, this is the person that you spend your life with. This is like, for me, Hyros Gamos union, where you're like in soul marriage union with another soul. So it could be a past life soulmate. It could be a twin flame who you're coming out of a 3D separation from. If you've been in 3D separation, it's union, wedding, married, a soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. This is, and the only way that you were able to get to this point is through this right here, healing your heart. Again, that's why we have the control, the underworld, the pause, the axe, the breakup, the scorpionic, you know, death and rebirth energy. This was a massive level up and initiation. This was tests, universal tests. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. So this is everything that you've gone through or that you've been moving through. And then this is the outcome here. This is the outcome, plus the fruits of your labor. Okay, but this could also be, like I said, a soulmate who's maybe gone through a breakup, or they freed themselves from something toxic, whatever that might be. For some of you guys, there's like, you really inspired growth and change within this person. Like witnessing you or being connected to you or learning from you, it helped this person grow and liberate in their own journey and ascension and healing. Okay. So since we're 24 minutes in, I was going to do some tarot, but I'm just going to leave it here. I want to get, hold on one second, guys. Well, just since we've done Oracle today. So I love you guys. I again, happy October, my beautiful Aquariuses. Just keep your eye on the prize. Keep holding that vision. Things are going to start shifting quickly, you know, for so many of us. And I feel it here with you guys too. It's like you've been through the heartache. You've gone through breakups. You've been, you know, single. You've gone through, you know, divorces. sorry, not ready yet. Again, it's like self-love. The way to find true love is through self-love. If you're not truly self-loving and you're just faking it, like, oh yeah, I love myself, and oh yeah, I'm so happy, and I'm so confident, and I'm so, this empress, or whatever, right? The universe knows better than that. Like, you're lying to yourself, but like the universe knows better than that, right? You can't fake it till you make it here, right? It's just, you can't do that anymore with New Earth frequency and where we're at in the fifth dimensional energies here. You have to find true love through self-love. It's like, when I found me is when I found you, When I found me is when I finally found you. And I feel there's another soul here saying the same thing to you. Everyone's always in a hurry to go find someone and be with someone, that's codependency. It's like, why do you feel like you have to have someone in your life? Why do you feel like you have to, date every single person that comes along? Because there's a hole within you that you're trying to fill. And it's something that another person can't fill. Right? So these are lessons we've all had to learn, right? Well, I think it's been a big one for you guys. And I think you've come very far. And I think the universe is letting you know, like, the time is now. The winter crescent. Yeah. See, there's something about the winter time. I mean, you guys, Aquarius, like in the northern hemisphere, Aquarius season, it's winter. It's cold, and it's cold. January, right? February, freezing. But there's something here about detached, being very cold. I feel like you guys have been in a hibernation mode. So it's like you're thawing out. Okay. It's like passion is heating up. Love is coming in, a phoenix rising from the fiery flames and ashes. But it's like during these colder months, fall, winter, everything shifts for you. I'm telling you. You've been resting. You've been self-reflecting. There's celebration and the holidays. We're moving into the holiday season. So again, this feels like a very happy holiday season. Like, it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening for me. Again, you've been self-reflecting. You've been hibernating. You've been moving through the cold, through the darkness, through the void, the winter of your life, of a season of your life. We'll say that because we have many, deaths and rebirths in this journey, right? Of Earth School and incarnation. But this is a big one. So let's go ahead and see what else. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. It's the birds. Yeah. So it's about socializing. It's about, soul family, birds of a feather flock together. But there's also a lot of chit-chatty, talking, conversing, communication. So I feel like you guys have been in this like hibernation phase, and it's like a bear coming out of hibernation, right? And it's like, now it's time to enjoy. It's time to, be with other, like-minded souls, individuals, whatever. But this is communication. It's like someone texting or calling you, making contact, a text or a call. Communication. Someone who, I feel like someone has a lot to say to you. Someone has a lot to say to you. Or you have a lot to say to someone, or both. Yep. Like a moth to the flame, burnt by the fire. My love is yours. Can't you see my desire? That's the way love goes. Bump, 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 bump. Right? That's the way. That's the way. That could be, I don't know, Jen Jackson, the song. That could all be a sync for you guys. Maybe it's about to be a sign for you guys. But it's magnet. It's a moth to the flame. It's magnets. You guys, it's souls magnetizing to each other. It is souls it is two hearts magnetizing to each other in the ethers, through the ethers and the astral. It's a longing, a desire, magnetic attraction, seduction. This ties into that Venus Aphrodite energy too. Someone is very like they're seduced by your energy, your essence. You're not like a siren seductress, like just trying to like use sex magic and manipulate. You're someone who's just your essence, your energy, your vibration. It just, right? It ripples out and people are like, oh, who are you? What are you? It's like that. But there is someone in particular that you are going to be talking to very soon. And I think that you guys both help each other, like come out of like a hibernation phase or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Like you guys both step out into like life again together. I don't know. So anyways, I send love. This is what I've got for you guys. Again, happy October. And I'll see you guys soon.